Hello and welcome to Toy Vet, episode 36. This is a show where I react to upcoming toy releases. I have here a list of upcoming or recent toy releases that I saw, knew I would want to take a second look at, and instead of taking that second look, I put them on this list so I can look at them here with you. With a few exceptions, some of the stuff I may have looked at a little bit more beforehand, but in general, it's true that my reactions here are pretty fresh. Let's take a look at what's first here. Thailand-based retailer Zendio Dawa at Wonderfest 2025 in July. So that's how far back I am. I have a backlog of stuff to look at. I just make my list and go through it, and I'm back in July. So I have a lot of stuff. I have planned up to episode 46 here, halfway through episode 46. So we have quite a backlog to get through, and I'm toying with the idea of stopping reviewing Toys Are Evil for content for a little while, just to slow things down, because it's time consuming to look at everything on Toys Are Evil, but I get a lot of good hits there, so I don't know if I want to pull the plug on that just yet, but I'm thinking about it just to make my life a little less busy. But for now, we should have plenty of content from them, such as this stuff. Not so into these. I can see why I put this post on here, though. I wasn't thinking for this, but that is a really cool toy. I wonder if this is from McBraining or Sluggerine Studios or Moguls Tokyo. I don't know. It's a very cool figure. This is why I have it on my list. I really like these guys. I know them as Mall Mutants, but I feel like I'm seeing them called other things in other places. But I know this type of figure as Mall Mutant, or part of the Mall Mutant series, or something like that. If anyone knows about why these might be called something else, let me know. But I'm not really getting... This isn't really saying what it is at all. It just says Mido Gallery. I don't know if this is an artist painting these different things or something, but this one's glow in the dark, and it has a really cool... You almost can't tell in the non-glow in the dark part that it has like sort of colors going across it this way on a diagonal almost, but then when you see it glow in the dark, you see them right there, right there. See the detailing on the lips there. Very cool version of this figure. There you go. Blurry glow in the dark shot. I wonder, let's translate this. Haven't done this in a while on the show. Yeah, not sure exactly what's going on. This available probably only at Wonderfest. But just cool to see that. And this guy's really cool too. I have no clue what he is. I don't really want to go down the rabbit hole either, but cool figure. And cool to see this Mall Mutant type thing in this color scheme, colorway, custom job, whatever it may be. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, cool to see that. Let's move on. I have a lot of things like this where it's a post from a festival, and I don't really have that much information. It's just cool to look at. Same thing here. Zendio Dawa. Same person, right? Doing some... Featuring toys from Great Brain, Read Gerada, and about... Maybe, I wonder if this is just a retailer selling these different toys at this festival. Great Brain Exabao. Not really into some of these figures from Great Brain, like this Pan's Labyrinth cat guy or the doll guy. But this colorway is amazing. Really cool. Makes me even like that figure almost, because it's such a cool colorway. Some of these other figures. This one's probably my favorite right here. Or maybe the girl doing the Pan's Labyrinth. That's okay. These two are really cool. They're like finger puppets. Very small, I guess then. But about what I'm imagining when I saw this. A good size for them. They look great actually at that size. Yeah. Very cool to see. I'm not going to go any further on how you might get these things, but cool. There's that one and there's that one. Yeah, they look great in this picture too, in like a normal lighting and real life situation. Pretty cool. So next. Sorry, just taking a note here on some editing I have to do. Nabao Meow. Whoa. Tea Party Mini Cute Beans Series Blind Box. Some beans here. I used to cover beans a ton on this show because I was looking to get some. And so many of them are more cutesy than I would like. I wish there was more masculine bean series out there. These are cool because they have some food theme, like little macarons / watermelon, candied fruit, apple, roll. I like the food theme. Too cutesy though. But some of the hiddens. Kind of cool, but yeah, too cutesy. Plus I already did acquire my bean size thing, which I ended up getting Mr. Beast Lab Swarms. I'll be making a video about that sometime in the future. Haven't got around to that yet. Yeah, that's cool. The roll, the cupcake, honey jar, ice cream cone. Candy, wrapped up candy. Is that the hidden? Yeah, I think it is. Super hidden. 0.14% probability. Good luck with that, everyone. How many do you get in a bag? Each box contains 3 minifigures. Strawberry looks cool. Not sure what that's supposed to be on top of the honey, but it looks cool. Some of these have a texture going on, which is nice. Kind of. It's a little breaking of the... I don't know. It's a little uncanny in a way. I would almost like it to be like look textured, but not actually be textured. But on the other hand, it's kind of cool to have some variety when you're going to have a bunch of figures like this. Some electroplating there. Looks great. Very quality set of figures here, but a little too cutesy. Anyway. Kika Goods Handmade Keychain, limited edition. So, I feel like Kika Goods does some hand making of stuff, or making of their own stuff, or their own photography. I'd love for them to spell that out, how much of that their own stuff they do. Here they're spelling out that they made these specifically, so pretty cool. And you can get them for 200 points, redeeming your Kika Goods points. So that's kind of cool. And you just get a keychain with 3 random beans on it. Looks like maybe just one big guy, maybe sometimes. Yeah, one bigger figure. Or 3 beans. There's those ice cube cats. I've looked at them before. Pretty cool that they made these. See, this one seems to be from different series, which that's cool. That's what I'd expect and kind of want. Because if you hit a series you don't like, you're getting 3 of them, like this one. Although those are kind of cool. Looks like it can really be anything, even bigger figures. Pretty neat little project for them. That's a kind of nice figure there. A Nini Z with an Ice Cube cat. That's a cool one. I like Nini Z's. They're very well made, but very feminine, obviously. Not something I would collect because they're dolls, basically, but... Oh, okay. So there's a PVC figure edition and the Minikube Beans edition. I guess, can you pick? Yeah, you can. Okay. That explains it. You can get a bigger figure or the mini beans for $11.99 or 200 points. Pretty cool product. Obviously, Kika Goods really leans into the cutesy side of toys, the feminine side of toys, dolls, but some great quality and some great handmade and interesting stuff like that. And like I said, I think they might do their own photography, which is really cool. And occasionally they have some more masculine stuff. Cool company. And I have ordered from them before and gotten products and all that. Alpha Call by Mr. Kum Kum, 4.5 inches tall, resin, black on black, howling sculpt, 25 pieces each, $145. Pretty cool. I'm not really super into it, but it's pretty cool. What's it say? It looks like it says something on his chest. You see that? Does it say something about Alpha Call? Doesn't look like it. This reminds me of, I don't recommend watching the show Hannibal that much, but I've watched some of it, and there's an episode where a guy, like, pretends he's an ancient cave bear and mauls people with a actual cave bear skull. This kind of reminds me of that. Next, Monbu, the Monster Paradise Series plush blind box. Very cool facial expression. The scarf is detachable, people. Hidden teacup cactus. Interesting little plush figures. Oops. I think I put these on here just because the facial expression's so good. But otherwise not really into it. Interesting. Next. Black Off Bear colorway. Kumen Cub by Deadbeat City X Clutter Magazine. Available now on clutter.co. $450. 100 pieces, 6 inches tall. For the big guy, Cub is 3 inches tall. Glow in the dark white detailing. Yeah, pretty cool how he is labeled. Bear. There's his eye, body, leg, paw or claw, I'm guessing that says. Tail, body, off bear, head. Sacred Bearer of Happiness Unlimited. Interesting. And this one's kind of dipped white. And there's a tag. Paul, it says. Something right there. Deadbeat City. And the labels and the white part of the cub are glow in the dark. And if you get one by August 15th, which is way past obviously, you get entered for a chance to win this 101 colorway with black on gold. Gold on black, I mean. Cool figure. Not going to put it on my list or anything, but interesting figure. Vegetables Fairy Mini Cute Beans Series 1 blind bag. Okay. So we've seen these vegetable fairies before that look kind of like these two right here as bigger figures, and now they have a bean series. I've never really been into these, despite, like I said, liking food based toys. These are kind of cool though. These are a little better. Their bean version here is better. Regular styles A. The dog, this is what we're used to seeing, except for the tomato cat. Styles B. Cats and frogs. That red tomato cat's cool. Holographic eggplant cat. Imported cabbage frog. Then you got more frogs. Ducks. Which seem to be pairs. And birds. Okay, we've seen these birds before too. Maybe we've seen all these as other figures. And then some hidden styles that aren't shown. And this guy looks frozen duck pair. He looks textured. 3 figures. 1 and 144 for the hiddens. See, here's what I'm talking about with Kika Goods doing their own photos. I think. Don't quote me. Well, yeah, maybe they are saying that explicitly because they put their name right there. We'll have to look and see if they do that with all their stuff. Put them in some figure bags. Yeah, these guys especially. Are they the frogs? They look really cool. Go back and see. Oh, the box is cool. Great. I love that they have this right on the front. And I wonder what that's saying. Oh, I didn't leave Google Translate up. Let's see if it'll pick up on this. 29.9. Yeah, it's not picking up on what this is. If it's like 29.9% of something, but that doesn't seem to jive with the only stat Kika Goods is giving us is that the probability on the hiddens, super hiddens, or the hiddens was 1 in 144. Maybe it does jive with that somehow. I don't know. Cool packaging on the individual thing too. What the 01 means. Do they all say 01? Yeah, first series maybe, I guess. Wait. It says you get 3 per bag. Let's look at these bags though. Doesn't it look like more than 3? I guess not. It almost looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. It almost looks like 6. But I guess maybe this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 or something like that. Or 1, 2, 3. These are connected. Yeah. Looks like more than 3. These are pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Are those frogs? Yeah. The face on the frogs is really cool. Like that one. That one. I'm going to put them on my list just because I'm not looking for beans anymore. But if I was, so if I ever am again, I might consider them. But let's see what's next. Sound Me Rabbit's Little Baby Hand in Hand Series Plush Blind Box. Let's see. Oh, they're cute little plush guys with faces. Oh, is there only 7 of them? Guess so. The double eyes on this guy. Yeah, see, all these photos do have Kika Goods embedded in them. I think it is their photos. I think it's just their job to unbox all this stuff and photograph it all, including the super hiddens and everything, and what a fun job that must be. Hope they make their money back. Look at this in the background. It's like a cookbook that's written really weirdly, it seems. Interesting. Yeah, they have all these props and stuff. Kika Goods when they make this stuff. When they make these photos. Set up these photos. Interesting. Not that great, but interesting. All right. Lastly, we always look at Mechnoids Toys and Galaxy People before we go. Ooh, I see something cool. All right, I know. Where did we leave off? Okay, I know we looked at this and we went down the rabbit hole of this whole show of a guy who painted, was it a girl? I'm not sure, who painted a ton of different figures in this colorway. Very cool show. Some Evangelion stuff, which I'm not into. Let's look at this. Halloween special announcement. Lottery orders now through November 6th. Twin Tyrant, the Franken Ghost Hunter. 3 off. Mechnoids Toys X Death Star art. $790. Plus shipping. Plus PayPal charge. Shipped before Christmas. So, Twin Tyrant is one of the figures from Mechnoids that I would love to have one of. And, this one is decent. It's covered in blood. A little too gruesome for me, probably. To be displaying all the time. And the other side is like a Scream mask or a Jason hockey mask. I would like to get a more regular Twin Tyrant if I was going to get one. One that shows off the details of the like carnival, fair details of the Twin Tyrant, like his feet are bumper cars and a bunch of other details. His back is like a funhouse cat drawing type thing or something like that. I also have a Dark Frankie from them, which has the Frankenstein head, so I'd love for it to be a Twin Tyrant with a different head that's not the Frankenstein head. I know sometimes they're interchangeable. So this doesn't show us a ton. Why don't we look at Death Star art, see if there's more details. I'm just going to turn off the feed for a moment while I do that, in case we run into anything nasty on Death Star art. Okay, no we didn't, and no further. It was the same post on their Instagram. So yeah, that's just extremely expensive too. The thing to do, as I mentioned before with Mechnoids Toys, wait till they do an official colorway by them, where they do like 25, an edition of like 25, and it costs like $200 or a little more than that. That's the way to get a figure from them, and it'll be painted amazingly, and you won't be $800. All right, last but not least, we'll go to Galaxy People. I'm going to turn the feed off for a second to set that up for unknown reasons that I don't need to talk about, really. They just have a mascot from Superfest, which is kind of inappropriate, on their page. It's not that bad in a way, but let's just avoid it. Okay, let's turn the feed back on. And there's no new posts to talk about, but I did want to show you this. This is my post to Galaxy People. Hope Super Festival did well. Did you sell out? Because he said he was going to list leftovers for sale on his website. That hasn't happened yet. And then I asked the question, summarizing here, you currently only make big figures like this big guy here in your character Censor Bat and Gon, right? Are you ever going to do your other characters that are currently in the small format, like you see right here, in the bigger size? And he said, so all the minifigures and spider tanks sold. Some of the Censor Bats are left over. This guy right here, waiting for the postal situation to calm down before putting them online. He does want to expand the line further, but he has some smaller things in the works before then, so maybe some more smaller figures and vehicles and stuff, which those are amazing too. But I'm really trying to get one of his big figures, and I love some of his other characters more than Censor Bat and Gon, although I like Censor Bat and Gon. I'm probably going to get the next big figure he puts out that I really like the color scheme of. And I hope that is him creating a new version, a new big figure of one of his smaller characters. That'd be great. And I'd love to get a spider tank too, or not just a spider tank, one of his vehicles, but I don't know if I can make that happen money-wise, but I might try to make it happen. Like, see this Helios head? That's a great figure. And Mechlops and Grappler, I really like those heads. I'd love to see them as big figures. Anyway, that is it for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.